So guys, the same Discord that posts the majority of the leaks that we are talking about in the last couple of patches and stuff, and normally is pretty correct to a certain extent, just posted something very interesting. This, from multiple sources, BVVD, which is one of the main devs for War Thunder, plans to implement a new subtree for China. China, not Japan. China. And it seems like Singapore and potentially other I don't know how to pronounce this, in English, Asian? I don't know. It's the ASEAN, which is the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, which include Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam, except for Thailand itself, obviously, because probably Thailand is going for Japan. We'll go there, guys. So yeah, guys, a subtree for China is in the plans for the major dev for War Thunder. So expect these countries to start to appear in that nation. Of course, Vietnam, for example, we already have it there. We even have North Korea there. But this would make it very interesting to think about, okay? Because, of course, Thailand is not going to be there because it's going for Japan and stuff. But if we think about this, and I will probably do a whole video about talking about what a subtree of that type would actually be like for China, what aircraft specifically would come for them probably. But there is a lot of nations that can have some very interesting things. Vietnam, for example, has many interesting aircraft that can fill some gaps that the Chinese tech tree can have, right? Of course, always take into consideration, guys, tech trees that are missing. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but take countries that don't have the full 5 tech trees lines as an indication of nations that could receive some form of subtree, okay? Because apparently there is some form of code there in the game that makes it they would have to change a little bit how the UI works and stuff and the coding. So normally they just like to fill it up nations that have that for some reason. So for example, Japan already have that, but already have the 5s, but 3 of them stopped in rank 4 or 5, right? So it's kind of we only have 2 of them that goes through the top tiers. China only has 4. You know, Italy had 4, but it received the Hungarians, right? The French had 4, but they received the Benelux. So the Swedes had 3 and they received the Finnish. They might receive another one, and so on and so on. That's kind of how it works, right? So it makes sense that the Chinese tech tree will have a subtree of some sort. But yeah, guys, Vietnam would be very cool. You know, the Singapores, they have some very interesting things. Malaysia has some interesting things. Many countries there. So I'm gonna do a whole video about it. This is just a news video. I don't want to be too long. But yeah, guys, apparently a new subtree is going to come for China, or they're at least planning to. We don't know exactly when this is going to actually happen, okay? So I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what do you expect about these subtree if it's ever added. Probably will, but you know, let me know in the comments. Subscribe, click the like button, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye. See ya.